you wanted a goal, you want to achieve it, it's right in front of you, and then COVID.
Drop it like it's hot, drop it like it's hot, drop it like it's hot. Natalie, what do I do? I hope it's giddy. Hey guys.
Oh, guys. You know,
we are Tuesday, Wednesday.
it's Wednesday, it's hump day. I wish I could give another hump.
You wish you could?
Yeah.
You wish you had it in you.
Yes, exactly.
You don't wish you could have one.
I'm not horny.
I'm like, you could have one if you wanted one. I'm very confused right now.
I know.
Oh God, they'll get the dog in a minute.
But yes, this is filming on Wednesday night, and oh my gosh, like it's so crazy how much is going on in business right now.
Right.
Speaking from our perspective, but also everyone I know who has jobs, how things are changing.
Right.
And even watching commercials, and they're talking about the fact that, like, you know, they're doing ads saying like the store is closed, but like online is open, and people are having to figure out how to do online stores.
Okay, so sorry. I heard on the radio about them now doing virtual flyers, and I was like, thank fucking God.
What a waste of paper and time.
Oh my, like, thank fucking
The only thing
God.
is when I see those people delivering the flyers, I think to myself, they must be so desperate for money to take that job to deliver those flyers because it's such a bad job. Now, do they have a job?
Oh.
Right.
I mean, okay, fair, but I was just...
but yeah, it's not a good idea. The companies need to stop doing that and stop going to door to door.
Yes.
I can't believe in 2020 that someone's knocking on my door and telling me about either like a charity or a product that they're selling.
Right now?
No, sorry, before this.
Right.
Like teenagers.
Well, that's a whole different ballgame.
What?
They believe it's a scam where there's someone waiting in the truck to take the money from them, and it's not...
Like the... Like the saran wrap?
Yes. It's actually like a pyramid scheme that they make the kids go like, I have no money for my school. I'm raising for the basketball team. And then
What?
Yeah, it's not real. Yeah, there's a whole thing on it that there's like, it's like a pimp for kids selling things.
Do the kids make money?
Very little. So I was going to say, you know.
The things you learn in the COVID-19.
I was going to tell you guys that it's super interesting because I believe...
I can fly.
That things won't change that much when we go back.
I know.
I believe that people will go, like, think about your life before this and how quickly you adapted to this new life. And then it's going to open up. The only reason I can say this is because when I lived in Africa, which was such a mind fuck for when you leave your country and go to another country where literally there was not electricity, literally not in the country. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I will never go back to consumer behavior again because you saw how much $10 meant to them versus how can we spend $200 on a dinner or like you just, it's so incomprehensible. It took like maybe 4 months for.
But eventually you came back.
Oh, within 4 months.
Okay, right.
Of being back in consumer behavior and out of touch of what that was.
Wow, yeah.
It was so quickly.
Yes.
And I remember feeling so disgusted with this Western part of society of how we function. And I'm driving through like the slums. They were called the slums. And people are like, what a difference. I'm like, how can we be wearing these shoes that cost $100 when that would feed them for a year? Like, what's wrong with us? Mm-hmm. Then you get here and you're like.
Forget about it all.
Not that I forget about it, but I live, I consume.
This is where you were born, and this is where you live, and this is the way it goes.
And this is how I consume. And I consume like those people don't exist. Like those people.
Totally.
Like I throw out, my kids drink half a yogurt drink, and I throw it out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So what we're saying
is positive is that in a way that
for us, if you live in North America,
you will go back.
It's going to come back, and everyone's going to start spending the way that they did. The only
Not
thing...
even spending, just like life. If you liked it, will resume. Everyone's like, it's changed forever. And
I do think that some things have changed, but ironically, we were already ahead of the curve a little bit in a way where we don't leave our house for a lot of things. Because we have a friend and how do you say somebody that we work with who has an online business, and every beauty service you'd ever need comes into your home.
Yeah, we were actually trying to make it a mission so we didn't have to leave our houses.
Yeah.
And it's happening.
And now
terrible.
I mean, it's terrible, but I know now I just want to go out to get my brows waxed, but it's going to be really great for a lot of businesses who didn't know how to make more money. They're going to be forced to figure out how to do it online too, which is great.
Other thing is that I was talking to Maggie tonight.
Yeah,
you probably got a text.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck, she needs to get her passport because right now you have to do it in 10 days.
What?
You have to get your application. You need 10 days to send in your passport to get your visa renewed, right?
Oh no, that 10-day thing is something else.
Shit, I was like, send it in now. Get that done.
Well, that's true. Well, the thing that I need to do, but I have to drop it off at the passport office.
No, you can mail it.
Okay, so that is something different. That's for what do you have? Americans have it for working. We have a SIN
visa.
No,
Social Security.
Yes, it's that.
So go drop that off.
Okay,
because even if you don't get it back for 3 months, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's fine.
We're not going anywhere.
Yes, but then Maggie was also saying, I do think that Natalie's
green
I
card.
have an O1 visa, which is for extraordinary
She thinks
people.
it's almost out.
I think she might be right because I think it was only 2 years, and it's okay.
Has it been 2 years?
I think so.
I'm gonna barf.
I know.
I'm gonna barf.
I mean, I don't know if it's right now, but it's definitely something to look into. I need to renew it.
I'm gonna barf.
And I need to be on that. I'm gonna barf. It's been 2 years. I know.
And how we have to go through that again to get you that visa?
I don't know. I don't think you have to go through everything I went through.
You just have to renew it.
And I have my sponsor. And my sponsor, thank God, I remember thinking to myself, because you often, to get through it, if you have a sponsor, it's really great. So our lawyer offered to be my sponsor. And he was like, the only thing is that when this expires, I will need to be your sponsor again, or you'll need to start fresh. And I thought, like, am I still going to know him? Because you know how relationships.
Oh, and we're still friends with him.
Thank God we're still friends with him.
Very good friends with him.
And he will continue to be
an
my sponsor.
employee, whatever. Or is he allowed to be? Yeah, he's allowed to be.
Our employee?
No, our sponsor.
Yes,
is that a problem here? Yeah,
no, because he's a lawyer, and no, nothing's illegal about it. He wouldn't do anything illegal.
Okay,
so it's great. We're still friends.
And if you are, as we are, like moms and entrepreneurs, you know, like every day when we do this podcast, I would say that it really fluctuates in how I feel, and I'm a bit drunk right now, and I would say that like I'm in
because we did a partnership with an online a company that ships online he did wine tasting with us. Like, how smart is that?
I'm going to tell you, number one, I have learned what fuels me in this, and opportunity and the ability to movement, like being grounded and halted, really opened my eyes. And I go back to the same thing where I don't know why I was so overwhelmed by how good it was. I don't know what that was the week before we got grounded, just being like, look at our life. Like, can you understand this? And for some reason, you and I are always moving and we don't ever stop to understand what we're doing, right? Like, often people will look at us and be like, oh, look what you've accomplished. How does that feel? And we're like, how does what feel? Like, it feels like nothing.
It feels like nothing. I'm just thinking about my kids.
But when we had those moments of like going into places like Denver and then New York and then London, like none of it was lost on me, which is so great. And hold on. Yeah. Oh, and now we're here and I'm like, yeah, we're still working. Yeah. But I miss the opportunity of different cities. Yeah. And I miss seeing people's faces.
Totally. And I miss the, like, you get an email and it's like, could you guys be in this city at this time? And the spontaneity of being able to do it. I miss it. So I was actually thinking the same thing, as there is a woman on my street who every hump day has a balcony and she sets up a speaker and a microphone and she sings and plays guitar. And I'm going to be honest with you guys, she's not the best singer in any way, shape, or form. But even if I thought I was a better singer, I would never have the balls to do what she's doing. Yes. And I sat there and she's like, there were some people that came. She had some friends who like walked far to do it, and everyone's social distance. But one mom was like, I don't even think if we're social distancing that there should be gatherings of anything. So she's like, I'm going to pass on this. like a mom on the street, but her daughter has asthma, so they're staying inside. But like nobody is even close enough to be able to have a conversation barely. Like that's how far apart we are. You saw. And as I was sitting there, she goes, "You're my number one fan. You're the only one who's here at 3:00 and doesn't miss it." And I was like, why is that? Because I mean, in a way it's kind of cheesy. I totally get it. And I was like, I love that she's sending out energy. I'm receiving it.
Yeah.
And there's people here other than inside my house. I'm doing it totally selfishly.
Yeah.
Even though I'm supporting
Because
her.
there's a world outside of you.
And I see the world and I'm like, I feel like a little bit of normalcy, and I stay for the first song to the last song. I don't leave.
I feel like people during this time will realize if they what fuels them, because
More about themselves.
Yes, because maybe being at home is like something that you crave, and maybe, you know, I can see in my kids, all of them are doing pretty fucking well. Actually,
You know, everyone I've talked to about their kids, I said they're surprisingly
because they just need
adjusting well.
because they just need you.
Yeah.
It's all they need. If you were away from them, I bet they'd have a different story. But wave like underscores, like I'm like a level 6 parent right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like I started off as a 10. I'm like a level 6 now. Like it's like I do the day. I'm happy. Like I'm a level 10. Like I'm not like, but
Yeah.
I'm definitely like, we go for maybe one walk a day,
Yeah.
if that.
Yeah.
And that's a stretch.
Yeah.
I jump on the trampoline with them and I help them with schoolwork. But like, other than that, I'm kind of like, good luck.
I know.
Like, make your
But
dinner.
I
make your breakfast.
I think more than ever that's okay more than ever.
I have nothing else in me. And it's not because I'm depressed. And it's just, I'm like, what?
Also, when my mom and my husband were like, "Why are you tired?" I'm like, wait, I thought this was the thing. I feel like I'm always trying to I always am trying to have backup of other people.
I'm tired.
To validate myself, you know, and you won't do because they'll
be like, she's just going to stay you.
But like, one of my friends said, I am functioning better in this lifestyle than I ever have because the stress of having to go to work, come back, do childcare, and all of that is so stressful for me being home with my child here and my partner here. She's like, am I the only one who's not bored? I'm thriving in this world. That is something that she's like, I didn't even know that about myself.
Yeah. That's what people are going to.
And what we're noticing is we need public. But I was watching, who's the comedian that we love? The Italian guy.
Oh, Marco Maguzzi,
So they went live with Kelly and Ryan. And Kelly,
I think I could
he's
watch
so
him.
Fucking hilarious.
Oh, and I don't like that many comedians because I find them all like, planned out. Yeah. He's funny.
He's so funny. And I had the last row seats in his.
Oh, you went.
Yes.
I'm so jealous.
God, my seats were so far. My eyes couldn't see him. I could only see the screen of him.
But he was good.
Oh my God, it was like so amazing. And his wife, he was getting interviewed about how it's going. And then his wife came on. And I realized that I think a lot of performers, people who get energy from audiences and community like that are dying. They're like, some people are like, no, everything's fine. People like us who need our community and our people and going live and going, traveling. She's like, he's like a fucking teenager. His mood swings. He's bored.
Yes.
He starts a project. He leaves a pile in the corner. And she's not like that. But I was like, I can relate to him.
Oh my God, you and me are the same.
Yeah.
And I think that I think of us when you and I are on adventures, when we are on adventures, right? When we often our job, we have no idea what we're doing or where we're going. We just kind of show up.
Yeah.
We thrive on that.
Yes.
And we thrive on random,
literally sometimes our team will be like, okay, a car's going to come get you and you're going to go here and you're going to do this. This reminds me of when we went to, was it the Amazon headquarters?
Probably. Or Sonic or any of them. We were just go do this. And
go do this. And then we literally, as we do get our hair and makeup, we get our outfits on, and then we get into the car, and right before they drop us off, we're like, wait, what are we doing?
Yeah, what are we doing? What are we doing here? But just even the process of those adventures to me are and it has nothing to do with love or feeling like I don't love my children or I really have come to realize that I'm a great mom.
Yes. Thank God we feel that way about ourselves.
Yeah, no, I feel I'm a great mom. I feel like I'm a great mom. I feel like I'm a better mom when I'm not on lockdown.
Yeah.
I do feel like I'm a better, like,
I actually don't think you're I don't think you're
I like myself better.
You like, yeah, because
I like
that
myself better.
I think you're a great mom in lockdown.
Okay, fair.
But you feel better.
And you know why you're tired? Because your body is experiencing a trauma it can't express.
Ooh, that is juicy. If you guys want to listen to this full Mom Truth podcast episode, head over to iTunes and Spotify. It's going to be good.